Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. It was early this morning. I went out. I worked out this morning. I did my walk. Brother is trying to look chisel for the summer, isn't me? So his A game have to be right and tidy. And then I came back, and then I went on Twitter. But when I went to my phone, because usually I like to just get my workout out of the way without even going through my phone. Like there's some mornings that I just go through my phone, no problem. But this when I'm like working out, I just want to get my workout finish and done throughout the day and then just proceed throughout the day. So when I came back from the workout and after my walk, I went on my phone, I went on Twitter. Now, of course, there were notifications. And then there was this notification from Manchester United on YouTube. And it was saying, thank you or mercy, Paul Pogba. And I'm like, man, he's leaving officially, isn't he? And that's when I knew that Pogba is going to officially remove himself from Manchester United. Now, a lot of persons might see this as might have their parades and parties because of the because Pogba is leaving. But you have to understand that Pogba, he needed to leave. And I've said this before. I've said this at least 2 years ago. I've said that Pogba needs to leave for his own good, number one, and for the good of the club. I say from his own good because Manchester United wasn't raining trophies to actually show, not saying that trophies make you a good player or show that you're a good player, because there are some players that are not good that have won trophies, but saying that he seen if you look at some of the player the man, I'm missing it. If you see the way how Pogba played in some of the games for Manchester United in crucial games, you would think that the dude has at least 4 trophies at Manchester. No, he has 2 trophies, not including the Community Shield. 2 trophies, and those 2 trophies are not credible enough to actually show how good of a player Paul Pogba is. And those are the only 2 trophies that only came in his first season at Manchester United. And seeing that Paul Pogba is going to leave now, which it is overdue, it is foregone now. He should have done it a long time ago. I've been saying that Pogba needs to leave if Manchester United hasn't won a trophy, and he's going to leave. So seeing that Pogba is going to leave at the end of this month, at the end of his contract, I'm not going to be talking about no latest Manchester United transfer news. Right now I'm going to talk about Paul Pogba and another player that I found out that is leaving. And I think that's based on the decision that Paul Pogba made. You have to understand that Pogba has been in one of the worst Manchester United squads in the late 2010s era. If Paul Pogba was in like the 2011 squad, 2012 squad, or even the 2013 squad, Pogba would show out. And even in this weak midfield that we do have, when Pogba is playing, he does stand out. Now, in the midfield, not to get lengthy on the midfield, but some person may say Pogba is not good as a pivot. Bridging, look at what he was doing in his first season at Manchester United. He played in a deep double pivot with, I think it was either Carrick, sometimes Daley Blind, or another midfield, him and Ander Herrera at some point. Look at the passes Pogba was playing. Look at how he was playing from a deep line position. In my opinion, this was one of his best seasons at Manchester United. And if you look at the goals that he scored or could have scored, a good amount of them were from the crossbar. And he was creating from deep. This is under Jose Mourinho now. What some may say is a pragmatic manager, a reserved manager, a washed out dinosaur man-made manager. And he played in that system, personally thinking that, they don't understand football and they don't understand how a midfielder plays, especially with the flair that Pogba has. If you look at how he plays in his first season, you would have said that that was actually a good season. Now, he didn't have the numbers to back up his good performances, but if you saw how he played, the passes he sprayed and he was pulling strings from midfield, it was just, and we weren't even scoring our chances. So that prohibited Pogba from getting the amount of assists that he could have had in his first season. And Pogba, in a nutshell, if you were to ask me how to rate Pogba's time at Manchester United, I would actually say a 6.5. Yeah, that's my rating for his time at Manchester United. He hasn't been consistent. Some person may say that the midfield wasn't suitable. Bro, if you're good enough, you're good enough to play in any midfield. Whether it's a system, whether... Man, I'm no midfielder, no manager, so you have to excuse me for that momentary pause. But if he's not a defensive midfield, but he has played the line of a defensive midfield and he hasn't done bad. Pogba is not a Kante that's going to run around. Why do you think Kante plays alongside with Pogba for France? You notice that's a different midfield. You notice that both of them complement each other because one is creating chances from deep and one is covering up. They complement each other. Manchester United doesn't have a Kante. Fred does decent, but he's not no Kante in terms of clearing up, recovering, clean up the passes. He's not doing that, and that is that's one of the that's why we have had a big issue with our midfield issues, because ever since 2017, Manchester United fans were crying out for a player that can release Paul Pogba, a player that can unveil the true talent of Pogba in the midfield. Some person may say that Pogba plays better on the left hand side of the midfield. Some persons say that he should be playing as a number 10. Pogba has the capabilities of being as a number 10. But Pogba, his main bread and butter is in the base of the midfield as a box-to-box. Basically what Yaya Toure has done for Manchester City in his prime time. So one of the biggest, you could say, regrets that we have is that Pogba never really I don't even know where that word come from. He never really showed his true potential at Manchester United. He came here for a hefty fee. We left him, we released him for free, and he came back for a hefty fee, and now we're releasing him back for free. That is bad business at Manchester United sport. Because if you were to tell me that in 2016, some of 2016, Paul Pogba came back to Manchester United for 89 million pounds or euros, I think it's euros or something like that, and in 6 years' time you're going to release him back to the fold of being free, I would say that is poor business on your part. That's poor business. That's poor business. Now, is it good for sales in the short run? Sure it is. I'm pretty sure Pogba's name, rang out, and it still rings out because Pogba is a big brand. But in his first season, in terms of the shirt sales for Manchester United, it was just off the chains. So everybody was having their number 6 with Paul Pogba on it. But going back to his performance for Manchester United, Pogba is going to have some regret with his time at Manchester United. Again, some persons, I believe it's overdue because he should have done it, 2 years ago. Leave Manchester United because they were not winning no trophies. The side is not deserving of a player like Paul Pogba. The players, like some person may say, well, if you're good enough, then the players are going to automatically become, like some persons have this statement saying, you are what you hang around. So if you're hung around with good players, you're going to be a good player. But if you hang around with bad players, you're going to be a bad player. That's how I see it. Maybe that's not the best explanation that I have in the moment. But Pogba, his talent has been overshadowed by the poor display of the midfielders around him. Look at how Pogba played in the first game of the season against Leeds United. Man, he got 4 assists. Now, as I mentioned before, that's because of the naivety and delusionalness of Leeds United playing a high line. But at the same time, for him to be playing, I think he played as a midfield in a base midfield, and he got 4 assists still. 4 assists. And again, bro, I don't have the words in the moment, but Pogba should be appreciated for his time at Manchester United. He could have gone to another club. Let me bear that in mind. He could have gone to another club. He could have gone to Real Madrid. He could have gone to PSG. He could have stayed at Juventus, the old ladies, and still win trophies. But there was a reason why he came back to Manchester United, and that reason was not fulfilled. He came on the pretense that Manchester United was going to win trophies. And in the first season of Mourinho, he won 2 trophies. But that is not what my man signed up for. That's not the pen to paper deal he signed up for at the beginning of the season with Mourinho coming in his first season. That's not the reason why he came. He came to win trophies, for them to win the Premier League. Because if Zlatan didn't come, Pogba wouldn't come. Pogba wouldn't come. If we didn't have decent signings, Pogba wouldn't come. There was a reason why he came. There's a reason why he came. So seeing that Pogba will be removed from Manchester United, Manchester United has a big black hole in the midfield that needs to be sorted out. Frankie de Jong is on the to-do list of Manchester United. Frankie de Jong is not good enough as a whole to replace Pogba. We need at least 3 good midfielders to replace one Pogba. Pogba is a 1 in a million. You cannot replace Pogba with some dude from Netherlands. And I mean, he's not bad. He's not bad. He's been good under Erik ten Hag when he was at Ajax. But we need more, man. We need more. Mata is looking to leave, and that goes back to another midfielder I'm going to mention. Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard is leaving. The duo that won the under-18 FA Cup for Manchester United in 2011 is leaving. Pogba told Jesse, hold on there. I would suspect that Jesse was told by Pogba, say, I'm leaving. I'm going to haul us. It's best I just get out of here. So the conditions doesn't look good. Yes, the new manager is coming in, and I'm pretty sure he wants me to stay and think, but it's about time I just sign my lease and just leave, man. It's a wonder how Pogba stayed here long enough that he has. As long as he has. It's funny how he stayed long at Manchester United as he has. Given the criticism, there are persons that criticize Pogba, hate Pogba. Oh, he's black. Pogba is not doing no. Pogba is lazy. Pogba is a virus. He should be kicked out of the club. Pogba this and that. He's not trying hard. Pogba, he should not be doing all of these haircuts. Pogba. I have bridging like Souness in the Sky Sports. He's going to miss criticizing Pogba because that's one of the biggest names he criticized. My man wake up with Pogba in his mind. Pogba lives rent free in this dude's head. So he's going to miss Pogba. He's going to miss naming Pogba. He might even say, well, yes, Manchester City beat Leeds United by 5-0. But if it wasn't, I think Pogba, so Pogba has had his myriads of criticism. Yes, things, and him and Mourinho had differences, and things went south for him and Mourinho, which was unfortunate because Mourinho stood up for Pogba when he was getting criticized in the press conference. Jesse Lingard, it's sad that Jesse Lingard is leaving, Manchester grown lad. He saw Cristiano Ronaldo when he was younger. He saw Danny Welbeck when he was younger. Actually, he had two snow bunnies in an advert. I think he was trying to promote milk or some cereals. Anyway, Jesse Lingard to Manchester United. I think Jesse Lingard should have left long ago. Like, I believe he should have left permanently to West Ham a year ago, because seeing his form at West Ham when he was on loan, you would think that, okay, I'm banging goals here, I'm having fun with my football, that it's been a while I've done that, I'm going to move to London and play for West Ham permanently. But hold up a minute, Cristiano Ronaldo has come back to Manchester United. This brethren that I saw who was a young youth when I was like a smaller youth down here, so in 2004, I guess I have to go stay at Manchester United for at least one more season. So I think that was the reason why he stayed. Again, I think he was going to leave before Manchester United confirmed the sign of Cristiano Ronaldo. But seeing that Ronaldo came, and I guess he wants to play one season with Cristiano Ronaldo, my man was content with being on the bench. He wasn't bothered by not starting as much. But this ain't gonna be a long video eulogy, man. Jesse Lingard, he has scored crucial goals for Manchester United. He won us the FA Cup in 2016. He won us the FA Cup. That was our first FA Cup win since, when was the last time we won an FA Cup? Since a while, actually. We didn't win no FA Cup. When was the last time we won an FA Cup? That's a while, man. So Jesse Lingard won us the first FA Cup in a while in 2016. And he scored crucial goals. He scored an individual brilliant goal against Leicester City in the Community Shield. And he scored a few individual goals for Manchester United, like running from our own half to the other opponent's half and scoring. When Manchester United was losing 2-0 to Burnley on Boxing Day, Burnley was giving us a boxing match, alright, in the first half, because we're under 2 goals in the first half. Jesse Lingard came on and scored 2 goals to equalize. And he scored crucial goals that has allowed Manchester United to win. You know, and I guess priorities was mixed up with Jesse Lingard. I guess he has the Dele Alli syndrome, where he was performing at one time and then he just fall off. Yeah, change of environment is needed for both players, Pogba and Jesse Lingard. These players needed to leave, so this expands the black hole in our midfield. We need, and not to only mention, we need to replace the players that are there now, let alone to replace the players that are leaving. So we have to replace the midfield. The midfield is getting weak. Matic is leaving. Matic is doing a Fernandinho, so he's leaving. Mata is looking to be leaving. Jesse Lingard is leaving. Pogba is on his way out. We have a few other players. Fred, McTominay, Andres Pereira, the pre-season player as they call him, is coming back. This midfield is weak. We need to strengthen our midfield. The quality needs to be there and we need to strengthen it. So wrapping up, I don't want this to be a eulogy where emotions will be drawn, but Pogba I'm going to miss Pogba, man. I'm going to miss Pogba. His flair, his personality. He was a bubbling personality in the dressing room. And see, persons might say, well, Pogba didn't take football serious, because if he took football serious, you know, he would be a regular starter for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He would be in the good books of Mourinho. You know, speculations, bro. Again, Pogba, I'm not saying Pogba was no saint when he was at Manchester United, because Pogba did some stuff that, as even if you rated Pogba, you would say, yo, you need to do that. Like Pogba said that Manchester United, when they were losing to West Brom at home in 2018, yes, I remember, where Mourinho put on 6 attackers and couldn't get a goal, because West Brom was playing a low block, so we couldn't get a goal. And we didn't have the capabilities of breaking West Brom down. I always get mixed up with West Ham and West Brom. Pogba, who was the captain in that match, was actually indirectly stating a comment to Mourinho about his tactics and saying, we should have, yes, we had 6 attackers, but we should have gone out more and start being what did he say? I didn't even remember, because like 4 years ago. But Mourinho stripped, man, these notifications, like strip him off the captain's armband. And I'm saying to myself, Pogba, you don't say that in the press conference, bro. You don't say that, man. No. You know what Mourinho says about that? That's like you crossing him publicly. Don't be doing that. No, I'm not saying that it was wrong. It's not that the fact it's not wrong. It's the fact that in the context, it was needed to be said. It was needed to be said. But it is what it is. He got stripped off the captain's armband. But to finish this on a good note, we have enjoyed our moments with Pogba. He scored some good goals, crucial goals. He scored one in the EuroLeague final, and which was vital because we won the EuroLeague that season. He scored 2 goals against Man City, allowing, because we were like 2 goals down against Man City at the Etihad Stadium, because they were going to win the league against us. And Pogba, with his blue haircut, with his blue mohawk haircut, at least halfway mohawk haircut with a blue tamarind on it, he scored 2 goals that let us equalize. And again, bro, I just want to say that, but just to keep this short, I'm going to miss both Jesse Lingard and Paul Pogba. Jesse Lingard was never started for Manchester United, but in the season where in LVG's last season, Jesse Lingard started to emerge. That's where Jesse Lingard started to emerge up the ladder. But again, we knew, although we love Jesse Lingard, we love us some Jesse Lingard, he was not good enough to start for Manchester United, Jesse Lingard, and we all know that. But he scored crucial goals. Pogba, on the other end, he was more than good enough to be starting for Manchester United. That's not even a question. Pogba is one of the best midfielders in the world. He's one of the best, if not all-round midfielders in the world. He can dribble, he has strength, he's very physical, he's tall, he can play long passes, through balls, he can dribble, he's not slow. Which midfielder has all of that in one midfielder? Which midfielder has all of those traits in one midfielder? No, not one. So yeah, it's about time that Jesse Lingard and Pogba cut ties from Manchester United. They need to cut that emotionally driven umbilical cord and just move with the wave and proceed with their career and go elsewhere, man. Pogba is going to be vindicated because he's going to win trophies at the club that he's going to go at next. He might go to Juventus. Juventus has not been the same Juventus ever since. He might go to, I don't think he's going to do a Juventus. He might go to PSG. He definitely might go to Real Madrid. We'll see. But this is my my 2 cents eulogy on Pogba and Jesse Lingard. Leave your comments down below. How would you, let me rate Jesse Lingard's time at Manchester United. 6, I would say a 6 or 6.5. Yeah, 6 or 6.5. It's basically the same with Pogba. I gave both of them 6.5 based on their time at Manchester United. Leave your ratings down below. Like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I'll show you guys in the next video podcast. I'm out.